This is the world now, bringing you everything you need to know from around the globe. Ukrainian drones blasted an oil refinery in southeast Moscow for the second time in 3 days on Thursday, igniting a powerful blaze just 16 kilometers from the Kremlin and causing major disruption across the Russian capital. All flights were suspended and the busiest Moscow airport, Sheremetyevo International, was evacuated. The strikes are part of a wider Ukrainian campaign to cripple the oil revenues that finance Russia's war efforts. By hitting critical infrastructure inside Moscow's Ring Road, Reuters reports that Kyiv is also sending a symbolic message that it is turning the tide of war, a point President Zelenskyy made to G7 leaders in France this week. But a Kremlin aide denied that the battlefield situation was shifting in Ukraine's favor. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange sued the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission on Thursday over its decision to let prediction market platform Kalshi and crypto exchange Coinbase offer perpetual futures. CME argues the contracts are swaps under the 2010 Dodd-Frank reforms and that the regulator acted arbitrarily in approving them as futures. The lawsuit seeks to void the CFTC's May approval for Kalshi to list a Bitcoin perpetual future. Perpetual futures track assets like cryptocurrencies, carry no expiration date, and allow high leverage, with global trading volume reaching $61.7 trillion last year. The CFTC calls the lawsuit, quote, frivolous, and accuses the exchange of fearing competition from rivals. Apple CEO Tim Cook says the company will raise prices across its products to offset surging costs for memory and storage chips amid an AI-driven supply crunch. Cook said the company could no longer absorb the cost and that higher prices were unavoidable, with analysts saying the next high-end iPhone could cost $270 more. The price of memory and storage chips has jumped fourfold since last year as Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon pour money into AI data centers. Cook called the swing a, quote, 100-year flood unlike anything in his 4 decades in the industry. The chip market is dominated by just 3 players: South Korea's Samsung and SK Hynix, and America's Micron, whose share prices have soared more than 800% over the past year. The United Arab Emirates has set a minimum age of 15 for social media use, becoming the first Arab country to introduce such a restriction amid growing global concern over the impact of online platforms on children. Under the rules approved on Thursday, those under 15 cannot open or run personal accounts, meaning no posting, commenting, sharing, or joining public groups. 15 and 16-year-olds may use platforms only with added protections such as screen time limits, parental oversight, and curbs on contact from strangers. Companies must verify ages through digital identity or AI tools rather than simply trusting what users enter, and they have 1 year to fall in line. Ju Ji-hyun, ArirangNews.